Anyways, no, that voice break though. Hey everyone, Brittany here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys week 20 of my pregnancy update. And oh my goodness, I cannot believe that we are I'm halfway through this pregnancy and you guys are halfway through watching my pregnancy. And honestly, I'm just so ecstatic. I'm so excited. I seriously have so much to share with you guys. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is gonna be a really, really good update. And I think you guys are going to really like it because it's exciting. First off, I will just start with kind of throughout the week what all happened, what all went down. I did dye my hair. As you guys can see, I am a redhead now. Yay! This was like a mishap. It wasn't supposed to be this red. I went to my salon, my normal stylist who did my blonde and everything, and there were some mistakes that happened. It's all good. We got it fixed. It was a lot worse than this. But to fix it, we had to go a little bit darker. So this is what we got, and I'm really digging it. I think it's really cute, and even though it's not exactly what I wanted, I'm still in love with it. Everything happens for a reason, right? Everything happens for a reason. That's kind of how I started off my week, was just getting my hair done, got it messed up, cried an entire day, called my stylist, then she fixed it, and then here we are. I did talk to my OBGYN about dyeing my hair, but I was originally blonde before I got pregnant, and so I just kind of had that hair throughout half of my pregnancy now. And I didn't want to go in and sit and have bleach and ammonia sitting on my roots, and so I asked my OBGYN, I was like, if I just go darker with my hair dye, I'm not gonna even have it on that long. It's gonna be like 20-30 minutes, unlike where if I had to bleach my roots, that would be like an hour of just dye sitting on my head. And she said that's totally fine, not a big deal. I know that it's kind of a little bit controversial. I know some people are totally against dyeing their hair while pregnant, but for me personally, being that it wasn't bleaching and it wasn't anything super intense or crazy, I was okay with it. And I'm also, you know, in my second trimester, I'm not in my first trimester, so yeah. But most of last week was just me planning my gender reveal party, which, oh my gosh, was so much fun. It was a very intense weekend. We had it just this past weekend, and it was very draining, very exhausting. My feet swelled up so freaking huge because I was on my feet so much and so constant, and so my feet were huge the entire weekend. It wasn't until Monday that they finally were back to normal, and I was like, oh my goodness. I used to work retail, and I used to be on my feet 8 to 9 hours a day, 5 days a week, and never had my feet swell up the way that my feet did over the course of 2 days. It was intense and so painful, and I'm definitely going to keep resting and keep my feet elevated for the rest of this pregnancy. I'm not gonna be on my feet like I was this weekend. Symptom wise, it was a pretty good week. I was just really excited and really busy that I really feel like I didn't have time to focus on my symptoms and kind of pay attention to everything that was going on. I think the biggest thing right now has just been swelling. I've definitely noticed my hands are starting to just kind of stay a little bit swollen. My feet finally calmed down after this weekend, thank goodness. Dry skin is still a really, really tough, big issue. I have dry skin patches all right here. I get it right here and under my nose. And then I have some dry skin patches on my body. And I'm putting lotion on, I'm staying hydrated, I'm drinking lots of water, and for some reason it is just not working. So I'm just guessing it's just pregnancy, it's just hormones, and I don't think there's really much I can do besides just keep doing what I am doing. Another symptom I've been having, which has just kind of been reoccurring the past couple of weeks, is just Charlie horses in my legs. I don't get them all the time, and they're not constant or anything. It's just occasionally in the mornings I get where they just get really, really tight in my calves, and it just hurts so bad. They're so painful. It's basically just your muscle tightening up, and it just, oh, so painful. This past weekend, of course, because I was on my feet so much because of the party and trying to get everything together, I had where I woke up Sunday morning, the day of my party, and I had this tightening in both of my calves at the same time, and it was so painful. Oh my goodness. Another symptom I've been having a lot more lately, and I just don't know if this is because we're getting into the springtime, but my allergies have just been really bad, and ever since I have gotten pregnant, my allergies have been heightened. I'm sneezing a lot and I'm just congested in the morning, but it usually fades away by the end of the day or middle end of the day. So it's just been a lot more lately. I feel like I'm like, oh my gosh, am I getting a cold? Am I getting sick? But then by the end of the day or middle of the day, I'm like, oh, okay, it was just congestion, it was just my allergies. Lastly, I think the only other really major symptom I've been having is just my boobs. They have gotten bigger. I feel like they get bigger every single freaking day. I did go to Target and I bought a new bra. I wanted to try out some of the maternity bras at Target. Oh my goodness, such a lifesaver. I had like a non-wired nursing bra that I was wearing, but it kind of gave me like mono boob. Uno boob. Uno and mono boob technically would be the same thing. But I didn't have any with wire, and I still only had my wire bras from pre-pregnancy that I was still wearing, and I think they were causing me that major back pain. So went to Target and found some really cute nursing and maternity bras, and oh my goodness, literally it is heaven. It has wire, it shapes my boobs, and just looks so much better, so much more comfortable, and I can grow with my pregnancy with it because it is a little bit bigger, which I did on purpose because I knew what my boobs would be doing. So thank you, Target. Literally saved my life. Literally. Oh, another thing that I don't know if I for sure have fully talked about, but this has been going since the beginning of my second trimester, which is just heartburn. I had where week, like, I think it was like 17 or 18, I was having really, really bad heartburn, and it's kind of slowed down since then. Not that I've changed my diet or anything, I just think it kind of calmed down. Heartburn has just been something that I've kind of had along the line that I don't even know if I talked about in previous videos, so I just want to throw that in. I usually just pop a Tums, usually goes away, and I'm good to go. So I think that's mostly it for symptoms. I haven't had anything really too major. Anyways, so on to the really, really fun stuff. Oh my goodness. And the symptoms are like never the fun stuff. That's just me like letting you know what's going on in my body. So this week we had my week 20 ultrasound, which was the full anatomy ultrasound, which is where they go in, check the baby, check the brain, check the heart, check the lungs, just check the bones that are starting to form now. And just basically just do a full anatomy scan of the entire baby, which also means that we got to find out the baby's gender. That's right, I already know what it is. I am so excited to share it with you guys. By the end of the ultrasound, my stomach was sore. It actually, because they were just constantly just moving around on my entire torso, and it hurt afterwards, not gonna lie. I was like, oh, my stomach's a little sore from just being pushed on so much. But the baby weighed in at about 12 ounces, I think, which is pretty good, pretty average for 20 weeks. My doctor said that there was no issues at all, that the baby looks completely healthy, everything looks really good. And honestly, that was just so relieving to me because I was so nervous. I get nervous every time I just go into the doctors. I get nervous going in for an ultrasound because I just want to make sure that the baby is doing really well. Its heartbeat was 155, I'm pretty sure. I think it was 155. So a good strong heartbeat, which took them a few minutes to find, which has been a common reoccurrence. This baby loves to move and is constantly moving, which is surprising because I haven't really felt the baby too much yet. And I'm like throwing in the story, but I have to. I was at the grocery store shopping for ingredients for the party, for the food, and I drank some really cold water. I went and bought some really like nice cold water because we were there at like midnight, and I drank it, and then all of a sudden I just felt like this like a punch or something, like a movement. I don't know, it was really hard though, and I went, oh. I was like, oh, and I was like, I think the baby just kicked me or something. I don't know, the baby did something because of the cold water. That was the first time I really felt the baby. In previous videos, I have talked about my placenta being anterior, which just means it's in the front of the baby instead of anywhere else. Of course, because I have the weird uterus and the weird placenta and the weird, I'll probably have the weird baby. Yeah. So yeah, because of my placenta being in the way, it just kind of causes me to not feel the movement as well, especially at this time when everyone else tends to start feeling their babies move. I'm kind of having to wait a little bit longer, but I'm pretty sure that it had to be the baby. And when I had put my hand over the spot where the baby had pushed, I could feel like this little hard object, and it was on my left side. And at the ultrasound, they had told me that my placenta is anterior, so on the front part of my uterus, but slightly to the right instead of the left. it's not perfectly centered or anything. So they said that I'm more likely to feel movement on my left side than the right side. And so far that's held true. I've only felt stuff on my left side and not really my right side. But yeah, it was really cool just standing there in the grocery store, and I could feel like the baby pushing some body part. I don't know whether it was the baby's foot or its elbow or its hand, but it was pushing against my stomach and I could feel like the hard spot. So that was really exciting. I had to share that story with you guys. So then we just finished up the ultrasound. We did look away. My mom, Nick, and me were all there at the ultrasound, and we just told the ultrasound technician, we were like, hey, we don't want to know the gender right now. Just put it in an envelope, let us know so that we can know for later, but like, don't tell us what it is right now. So she was super nice and told us to look away, and we looked away, and then she searched around on my uterus for the baby and everything. Then after my ultrasound, I went and met with my doctor, and she just told me basically everything's going good. My blood pressure was like 120 something again, which is what it's been the entire pregnancy, which is really great. Something I haven't talked about yet is my weight gain. I honestly all the time just say, I'm like, I feel like such a potato. I feel like a whale. I know I'm only halfway through this pregnancy, but honestly, I have had weight gain that I've never had in my entire life. I've never been to this point. Overall, I've only gained 9 pounds, and this was back on like last Thursday, which means I probably over the weekend gained like 20 pounds, let's be honest. But to begin with, I wasn't at a weight that I liked being at. I had already kind of started gaining weight from being really lazy this past summer. Brittany. So I wasn't at like my goal weight or my regular weight. So when I got pregnant, I was already at a heavier weight, and then I've gained 9 pounds, and now I'm like even at a weight I don't like being at. And I'm not gonna say numbers and all that because it doesn't matter, but everything's getting tighter and my body's getting wider, and yeah. So I'm really happy that I'm halfway through this pregnancy, because that means that soon I can get back to really just working out, going hard at the gym, and really just getting back to a really good weight that I was before the summer. My wedding weight was nice. I loved where my body was going, and then I got married, and then that all just went down the toilet. And here we are, a year and a half later of being married. So anyways, so yeah, that's basically how my doctor's appointment went. Of course, the doctor knew what I was having, and then the ultrasound technician knew. And then no one else knew. We had it in an envelope, the ultrasound picture, and a little paper that said, it's a blah blah blah. So then I had my gender reveal party. I gave my friend, one of my best friends, I gave her the envelope. I said, here's the gold giant balloon we got. Here's the 2 confettis, pink and blue. Go fill it up. Take it to the store. Go have them fill it up. And yeah, so you'll know for a couple hours, then we'll pop a balloon, and then we'll all know. It was really fun, and we had really good food, and everyone just mingled. I got to see people I hadn't seen in a while, and it was just so much fun. So it was just kind of like a little celebration to find out all together what we're having. So I didn't vlog the entire party just because I didn't get a chance to, because I was so busy. My lighting just got so weird because the clouds got so dark. Anyways, I will insert this clip now, and you guys get to find out what we're having. Roll it.
Right. Okay, when do you want us to start counting? Ready?
I don't know, but hold on.
Now.
From 3.
Wait, hold it up higher.
Okay, ready? 1,
2, 3.
Me.
Did you guys see what the confetti was? That's right, it was blue, which means we're having a baby boy, which so excited about. Seriously, so excited about. Half the people there, more than half the people there, thought it was a girl, so that was a little awkward. I was like, whoa, might be, guys. But it's really exciting. Nick and I are both so ecstatic to be able to have a little boy in our family to add to our growing family, and honestly, it's just so exciting. I really had no clue what the baby was. The entire time of my pregnancy, people kept saying, hey, what do you think you're having? I was like, no clue. I'm like, I don't know. We had the ultrasound, and it was during the middle of the ultrasound. I didn't see the screen or anything. I couldn't see the gender. But all of a sudden I was just like, I think it's a boy. I think I'm having a boy. And then afterwards, for the rest of the weekend, I kept slipping up and saying him and he and his, but I was like, I don't know the gender. So it was a little weird that I kind of had a little bit of an intuition right before the party, and then we found out, and it was just so much fun. Honestly, so excited. We do already have a name picked out. We already have his full name all put together. We've had it picked out for a while now. But I think I will do a separate little video on that. I don't want to like say it yet. There's too many surprises in this video I couldn't share. But here's some of the ultrasound pictures that you guys can see of our new little baby boy. And I can't wait to meet him. He's gonna be like a little Nick running around with like my crazy personality. So good luck. Good luck to me and Nick. And I hope you guys are all excited to continue this journey with us. If you're new here, hey, welcome. We're having a baby boy, as you just saw. So it's gonna be exciting, guys. Now I can focus and do everything I wanna do. I'm starting to put my registry together, just trying to put everything together. So honestly, so grateful to have you guys all here along with me on this journey and to join my family. I really appreciate you guys just being so supportive. But anyways, this video has been super long. It was a good video though, a good halfway update. Can't believe that we have about 20 more parts, 20 more videos of videos like this. Anyways, I will do a baby bump shot for you guys, and then I will let you guys go. Okay, so I'm wearing a dress today, so I won't be able to show you guys perfectly my little bump, but I promise in the next one I'll make sure to wear like jeans or sweats or something. But yeah, wearing a dress. Honestly, I'm so glad we're getting into spring because dresses are so much more comfortable than pants. Hate wearing pants. I don't know, I'm feeling potato-y, guys. Seriously, never been this big in my entire life, but it's worth it for the babies. So here is my bump. It's definitely gotten really big recently. There we go. And if you guys look, I definitely feel like I'm like carrying lower, which is kind of what I think made me feel like it was a boy. Trying to be centered. But look at it. Like, it's gotten so big. You can't really tell from the front too much, especially when I wear dresses like this. But then when I definitely turn to the side, you're like, oh yeah, she's pregnant. For sure. But yeah, there's our little bump. So cute. So yeah, that's my baby bump. As you can see, definitely growing. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that button down below. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.